I didn't get on the team or I wasn't not gonna be part of the team. But that would be fine too, because then I can just go watch one of my friends play football and lacrosse. Sorry, it bug on my carpet. Anyways, as I was saying, we had the awards, and of course I didn't win any of them. Because I had one absence and one tardy. The absence, I remember, because I wasn't feeling well. I was feeling very ill. It was more me being nauseous and having a bad headache. And I got sick at school last year because I got the flu, and that's not a fun thing. And it's embarrassing to puke up in front of people anyways, so I didn't want to go just because of that. Not just because I didn't feel that good, because I didn't want to get sick in front of people. It's just embarrassing, and it grosses me out too. Anyways, but that's what I love about high school, because you get to choose what you want to do. Like, you have to take the obvious classes, but you can choose between if you want to take honors. Granted, you kind of want to be recommended before you make that decision, but you can take anyways if you are not recommended for them. You just gotta prepare yourself, because it's gonna be way more work than the average classes. Me, next year in freshman year, I'm taking the average classes like math, language arts, science, and social studies. I'm not taking any honors this coming school year, this next school year. Then my selectives, which are basically just your extra stuff like gym and like workshop and all those fun things. I'm taking creative writing and art fundamentals. And my gym thing, if I do it on the soccer team, then I'll obviously have that count as my phys ed thing. Then I want to do it the next couple years. But if I don't get it on this year, I'm going to have to do gym next year. But that would actually probably be the best of things, because generally speaking, it's kind of probably a good thing to stay fit in high school, because, like, if you don't, then you're just going to end up chubby, but not that there's anything wrong with that. But me personally, I would like to stay fit. I like to stay in my skinny form as I am right now. But then my aunt tells me that high school level is way more aggressive than the league I was playing for this last year, LMYSA. It's way more aggressive than that. It's like you could get hurt and have to actually go for physical therapy for it just to get it healed. And also the other thing too is that you gotta have at least a grade. You have to have at least a C in a class, because if you don't get a C and you end up getting a D or an F, you can be suspended for a week of athletics or a week of sports. So you can go to the games, but you are not allowed to play. You're just on the sidelines the entire time watching the game. And for me, I know I don't want to deal with that, so I guess I must try and decide whether or not I should do it. But if I don't get selected for the soccer team, then I'll probably try and join clubs, maybe student council. I don't know for sure. Like, one of my friends feels like, since I'm very opinionated on a lot of things, that I would be perfect for student council. But it's more than just that, Like, student council takes more than just flat out, being opinionated on things, because not everyone agrees with that either. And then I possibly might join yearbook committee, maybe. I don't know. It would just be interesting to see my picture beforehand, Because then, you get to see everyone's pictures and everything. And, student council, you get out of classes sometimes. But I wouldn't do it just because of that. I would do it because I would want to, participate in things more, you know what I mean? Because I'm a very shy person for the most part, and I don't really say that much in school, so when people hear me talk, they're like, you speak? Because majority of my day, I don't talk. Unless I get asked a question and or I have to work in a group where I'm required to talk, then I do talk, but normally in my everyday school life, I don't really talk. Except to my friends, anyways. Because obviously they're my friends, I don't have trouble speaking with them, but regardless, if there's a writing club, I might join that. If there's like this thing my dad talked about, I can't remember the specific word for it, but if there's that, then I'll join it. And then if there's like an art club, I'm pretty sure there's an art club. It's just the writing club I'm not sure about. The art club I might join possibly depending on how hard art fundamentals is. Because art fundamentals, I'm hoping they help me draw humans. Because I'm not good at drawing them, as I explained in the last video. Not good at drawing them at all. Regardless, if there is a writing club, I will probably end up joining that because I want to be a writer when I grow up, so that's kind of a major thing to enhance my writing skill and actually be able to be critiqued by people and like my teacher and everything. Because then it just makes it easier and stuff. Because like I know I'm never going to do cheerleading, never, ever, 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 ever. Because if you want to be a cheerleader, you kind of need to do it. Okay, here's a tip for if you want to be a cheerleader. If you want to be a cheerleader, I recommend, like, if you're in, like, 3rd to 5th grade right now, I would recommend signing up now, so that way it's not like you don't know what you're doing. But the best thing is, if you really, 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 really want to do cheerleading, sign up when you're young. You know, like, not in kindergarten or whatever, but, like, when sports start coming more pronounced in your grade, then start, like, do cheerleading if you really want to be a cheerleader. Because for me, I wanted to be one, it's just, 1, I'm not that good at gymnastics, and 2, I waited too long, and so now it'd be like I'd be learning the basics of cheerleading, and that would just be, like, totally stupid, you know? Plus, even though it's, like, probably the easiest thing to do, because all you do is, like, hold pom-poms and do flips and stuff all day long, I'm much better at soccer, you know? And, like, the thing that I'm worried about the soccer is the fact that I'm pretty sure you have to know how to play more than one position. And I only really know how to play 2. I know how to play fullback, and I know how to play halfback. Halfback is on the front line, fullback is on defense. And those are the 2 things I know how to play. I hate playing goalie. I never played goalie. And I was not good at it because I'm probably be the most gullible goalie you ever meet in your life, because if they're going one way, then I'm going to go that way. I'm not going to go the other. Chances are. But it wasn't so much just the fact that I'm officially a freshman, even though I'm not in high school right now. I'm a freshman when in doubt. But it wasn't just about turning into a freshman this year, or today, officially. It was more just the fact that I'm going to miss everybody in some way. Like, I'm going to KI with my closest friends this summer, so that would be nice, but, it's just gonna be so weird not getting up early in the morning anymore, you know, like, I won't hate it, obviously, I'm gonna love it, because then I can actually sleep and catch up on sleep. Oh, I know what I'm doing tonight, I'm watching movies. I'm gonna watch Pride and Prejudice. Oh, I love that movie so much. It's the one where like, Keira Knightley stars in it, not the old ones, and not the TV show. That movie, the best one of all of them. Oh my gosh, it's so good. See, I'm freaking out over being able to watch movies tonight. I think it's because during the weekends I would normally keep thinking to myself like, okay, I'm gonna watch these movies over the weekend, and then my weekend becomes hectic and I have to go places all day long, so I don't get to watch my movies. And or if I do end up staying up, I forget to watch those movies and I just end up falling asleep. But that's because I'm so tired after a long week of school. Because like when my dad stayed over at the apartment for Christmas break, like for Christmas and New Year's, yeah. He stayed over then, and basically what we did was me and him had these long conversations. That's why me and my dad get along so well, because we talk about things, And it's weird because normally, like, I talk about things with both my parents, but um, as far as the whole relationship thing goes, neither one of my parents understands that part of it because, well, the thing is, my mom went to an all-girls school in high school. Like, don't get me wrong, they made contact with boys. It was just like she went to Seton, and that was an all-girls school, and then Elder was the all-boys school, so they never made contact. Whereas in my school, we have both genders, and you make contact with them a lot, depending on if you had to be in a group with them and or if you sit with them at lunch. Yeah. And then my dad was a pretty well-known jock, athlete, whatever you want to call it, in like junior high through high school. Cause okay, James Neese, obviously, I made a video about him. If you want to go check it out, it's called "Who Is My Dad?" And basically in that video I talk about how he has a track record and he has the record for shot put. He holds both those records still. No one has broken those yet. And then my brother, good gosh, that's so many people are gonna know my brother. And they're gonna probably be expecting me to talk up a storm, because my brother is such a talkative person, generally speaking, He's not afraid to speak his mind. But, anyways, he's kind of like the class clown, if it's like something hilarious, like, I don't know, he'll like tell jokes, sorry, my voice keeps cracking, it makes me sound like I'm from the South, or from the West, or somewhere around there, but then okay, here's why my voice does that, because a lot of my relatives that are not alive anymore, they were from Kentucky, so that's why my voice cracks and makes that country southern type sound to it. Anyways, as I was saying, my brother is like probably well known because, well, one, he has freakishly red hair, he's freakishly tall, and okay, you've probably seen him at the football games. He plays the the hugest bass drum of them all, like the kind where they have to the drum is like right here, and then they have the sticks and they go like this to the sides. He plays the biggest one out of all those, or did, because he's going to college next year. I'm happy for him for that because, he wanted to go to Ohio State, but it didn't work out with that. So we then ended up going to, I don't remember, but he's going to some university, I know that much. And that's the thing about high school that I like too, because you kind of figure out what you are passionate about, you know what I mean? You figure out things, you find out how your true friends are, which I kind of already have right now because I don't really think there's anything that could possibly go wrong in my friendships right now. But anyways, high school is really fun and really dramatic at the same time, depending on who you hang out with. Because if you hang out with people who are constantly making up drama just for the sake of it, your high school years are probably not going to be the best years of your life. And whoever invented that saying, totally just did not think the future could get better than what it's like in high school. And that's not true, you know? Like, we should be able to put that saying to shame and, like, make every year the best year of our life, because it's like, high school is only a short part of it, you know? It's like, depending on who you are and who your friends are and how your life is, both at home and at school, and in your daily life in general, then it's all just going to depend on those things, whether or not it's good, it's the best year of your life or not. And for me, I would say, I don't really know if they're going to be the best years of my life or not. It just kind of depends on what happens during it, you know? Because, like, I'm excited to go to dances and stuff, really, because I've got, like, a closet full of dresses sitting right over there. And I've only ever really worn, like, one, two, I've really only ever worn 4 of the dresses hanging in my closet right now. And I want to use more of them. You know, I don't want to have all these dresses that, like, because they're beautiful. And, like, I'm excited for high school. I'll just be honest with you. I'll admit it. I am excited for it. Because, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun being able to see people. Because, like, in junior high, for whatever reason, in my school anyways, they split us up into teams, like Team A, Team B, Team C. And that's sort of depressing, because you only make contact with certain people all day long. And, like, there's, like, people who, like, I really enjoy talking to, like, my very, very close friends, that were on Team A, and I was on Team B. So I didn't get to make contact with them at all, except during specials sometimes if they were in them with me, and then lunch, obviously. But it just wasn't it's not a good plan, you know, splitting us up into teams and all that, you know? It's like, for one, it makes it feel like if you're on Team A, you're like the smartest person in the world, which is not that way in school. It's just they put whoever the hell in whichever teams. Yes, I just said the H word. Sorry about that. Oh. Anyways, they split us up into teams, and as I said, it was like so upsetting because the people I really liked talking to are not, they weren't on the team with me. So it was kind of like I didn't have any friends on my team at all, or at least friends that I want to keep contact with. And so that's what's great about high school. Because one, you find out what you're really good at and like what you're passionate about. And you find out who your truest friends are. And then also you get to choose like what you want to do as far as classes go. Of course, obviously, normal academic classes, you have to obviously take those. But as far as like your selectives and everything, you get to choose those. And then also you can make contact with everybody. You know, it's not just during lunch and everything. It's during the entire day. You can make contact with a bunch of people. Depending on what classes they take, obviously, because I know my friends, like 2 of them at least, I know for sure, are not taking honors next year. There's one of them I'm not sure, maybe he will take honors. Then again, he plays sports, so that might be hard to do that. I don't know, there's like some people who can really, really maintain and do honors while playing sports, but I, for one, would not recommend it, but then that's just me. But anyways, yeah, my last day of school. It's just weird to think that a couple months ago I was just beginning school. And I was really depressed and everything, and now I'm really excited because I have people to go hang out with this summer. And that just makes me, like, really extremely happy because, like, especially certain people that I made friends with this year, like, I didn't think they would ever lay eyes on me at all, you know? I didn't think they actually knew I existed. But here's a lesson of life you need to know, and here's my own quote. Even if they may be like the most popular person in school, and you might be the most dorkiest person in the world, so what, you know? And then at the end of the day, you're just two human beings, you know? Don't let social statuses get in the way of making a friendship, you know? Like, and here's one of my favorite quotes. Popularity ends on yearbook day. Respect lasts forever. And friendships can last forever if you're not worrying so much about your popularity, you know? Because you'll have people coming up to you you don't even really know and just saying how much they love you because you scored the winning touchdown at a football game, or you made this whole dance awesome, or whatever, you know? It's like, don't base it just on looks and or social statuses and or just flat out how the person is, you know? Personality is like probably the number one thing that's gonna make you last in that friendship or relationship, either one you're in. That's what I look at people. Like, I don't look at their looks. Like, who cares, you know? Like, just because they look this way now doesn't mean they're gonna look like that in 40 years. Trust me, you're not gonna look the way you do in 40 years. I know. And personality is like the biggest thing for me, you know? Because, like, boys can impress me all they want with their looks, even though I will admit a lot of them are cute, especially one. But, anyways, I base it more on personality and how they treat me in general and how they make me feel. Because it's like, that's what's gonna make it last, you know? How it's gonna last. And everything. And then, of course, spirituality and all those other things come into play too. But the biggest thing is, like, just get to know the person before you start judging them. Because once you know the person and you realize you don't like this person, fine, you know? But it's like, if you're just basing it because they don't dress in an outfit every single day, like a different outfit every single day of your life, that's me. I don't wear different outfits all the time. Just saying. But if they don't, then, like, that's just rude to ask why, you know? It's like, it's rude to assume too, but it's like, why do you care? It's not like it's you. And it's like, oh, it just drives me up the wall when people base like things on looks. It's like, if people like judge me on my hair, it's like, it's my hair, it's on my head. Just stop talking about it. And if you don't like it, then don't talk to me or don't look at me or whatever. You know, like, I don't really care. Because it's like, I'm not going to change it just because you don't like it, you know. But anyways, okay, I'm going on a rant here. Sorry. But anyways, yeah. I'm a freshman now. Gosh, how years fly by. It just seemed like yesterday I went to kindergarten and we were all friends. But anyways, bye guys.